Mickey was just, I watched him in the Golden Gloves. The kid's talented. He's the best amateur fighter I had saw come out of the gloves, from Lowell. And I have to assume, obviously he was, because what he did later on in life. But I came into his life in, I want to say 87 or whatever, when he had lost that fight to Munchkin. And, I saw it, and I'm like, that kid's like, Mickey was like 136 pounds, and that kid had to be 158 pounds. And he just got out of jail, and the kid was jacked, and, he really gave Mickey a whooping, And I said, I was telling one of his cousins, I said, geez, if he ever needs me to go in the ring, well, we'll do some stuff with him and try to help him. And that's how I hooked on with him.
Yeah, well, what happened was when Dicky got in a little bit of trouble there, went away, Mickey kept me in the gym, and, I was going to stop and stuff, and if I was going to say to hell with it.
Right, I know that.
He helped me a lot, tremendously. And
well, at that time, my son Timmy was going to Edinburgh University wrestling. And when he come home to my gym, I watched him do pull-ups. He did like 50 pull-ups, non-stop, and I'm like, oh, wow. And then he did the push-ups, and then he'd do the dips on the machine we had. And he said, Dad, this is all we do wrestling. Well, Mickey liked it. Mickey decided, and Mickey's still doing it to this day. Pull-ups, push-ups, and dips. Ask him, I always thought Mickey should have, when he was boxing at 140, I thought he should have went down lower, because he wasn't, his body hadn't caught up with him yet, you know what I mean? And then that's what we did. We worked, and then he'd get himself up to 145, 146, and then he'd get down at 140, and then he was deadly, And of course, the rest is history,
we fought. We won a title, the WBU International title, Continental, and one defended it, and then we did great together. Then when Dicky got out, he come over and took over, and we started training again.
Yeah, the thing is, when I get out, here's what I would like to be noted. When I got out of Yale, hey, Mickey went to Yale and I went to jail. Sad story. Mickey's manager, Sal Lanano, he didn't want Mickey O'Keefe there. Of course, I'm going to be the head trainer. Mickey O'Keefe knows I know so much about boxing, but he's a great motivator. I love Mickey O'Keefe there. And it seems like Mickey had Mickey O'Keefe at one point. Thought I was the one that didn't want him there. I love Mickey O'Keefe.
Well, what can you say? I mean, the guy's, he's worked for it. He's worked for it. I hope he makes $10 million. He deserves everything he's got. You realize think about what he's put on the line every time he fights coming. You're only allowed 1 or 2 fights like Mickey had with Waddy and that guy Burton. Well, he had 3 fights with Gotti, and then all the other fights he had getting up there. We were at the hospital after every fight, whether he won or lost. That does a lot of damage to you. But he never, ever backed down. Watch any fight. He'd get tougher. And that's what he won. That's why he won. And he was in better shape than anybody else. In my heart, all the time, I used to tell him, and he'll tell you this, we'd be working out, just him and I in the gym by ourselves. Being in July, it's 105, and we'll be working our asses off. And I said, Mickey, we watched that movie Rocky. Everybody'd seen Rocky. I said, you like him. You know what I mean? You like him. And God's watching over you. Somebody's watching over you. No matter what happens, something good's going to happen.
But it shows me when I get out, and I'm standing by the boulevard down here, and he says, what's my goal? Yeah, documentary. I said, what's my goal? I says, well, hopefully, it is. My goal is to get out. I mean, from right now, to have Mickey win a championship of the world. And I could train Mickey and do this and that, but if he didn't have the heart and soul he has, he wasn't going to do nothing. He was supposed to get beat all those fights, fighting undefeated guys. He beat against all odds. He beat them all.